Finding some good bits?
You tell me.
Yo, good morning everybody. The time is just after 7 o'clock. I've been awake for about half an hour, just doing a few little bits and bobs around the house. But I'm off to the gym and then I'm off to my mindful session. But today, I'm not even sure what this week has in store. So you're gonna probably see like some of the little micro admin bits that just go on. I think I'll end up doing a live stream on TikTok, doing a live stream on Tilt, selling off some Vinted and Depop parcels, and then seeing what margin everyone's up to. So sit down if you want, and get ready to enjoy whatever length of time this video ends up being. But this is the day in the life of a reseller, the day in the life of a family business worker, the day in the life of Gully. And I'm not out of breath, by the way. I think just like talking a lot this time in the morning, like my breath was just finding itself. Also, this is definitely not a pressing matter, but I've lost one of my earphones. I can't even think what they were. I lost one of my earphones and I've lost my laptop charger. So technology 1, spend 0 right now. Have I got 2 for tomorrow? No. But yeah, it's time for the gym. It's getting a bit lighter, so hopefully everyone's buggered off and remember that they have to go to work. And if not, then it'll be a gym full of peeps. Now, I am here quickly. I've just had my mindful session and I've got to be back home in an hour for something. So I'm literally just popping here. Thought, let's go and see what the ladies are up to, because we've got Marge back inside now. So we'll go and say hello to her before they start doing the bloody Vernon K thing. Then we've got Belinda and Karen here as well doing some washing. But anyway, let me shut up and let these ladies take it away. Let's see what they're up to. I tell you, every day is a different day and it's always good to see what these ladies are up to. So we've got a wild Suzanne there. What are you doing, Suzanne?
I am bundling up a 5 kilogram.
Ooh, nice. And where's the other rascal? Is she up there?
Up top.
Up top. So we'll see, out of the way of the copyright music, what are you doing in the abyss up here?
Finding some sorting orders.
Oh, yeah? Well, you're back now and people haven't seen you for a while, but they might have seen little clips of you around. You know, somebody put a comment and said, I go to that shop all the time. That's my local. I wish you'd commented. Because I could have...
Oh, what? The
Gemma.
recycle one?
Yeah. Somebody actually put a comment.
Ah.
So, what's on the forecast for you today?
Getting out as many of the bundles as we possibly can. If you look out there, we've had a good clear out as well.
Okay. Well, I would do, but there's a bit of copyright music. I don't want to like run the risk for it. But I'm only here for a minute because I've got to head back home for it.
Okay.
But do you want a coffee? Oh. Do you want a coffee? Yes or no?
No, thank you.
No coffee. But look, the dream team are back,
And
ready
we're back.
to be annoying.
Yes.
No, I tell you what. I'll be deadly honest with you guys. When Marge was away, it was so nice. And it was such a breath of fresh air. And I'm sure she felt the same thing. Which is why I'm going to get out of her way and let her just crack on with some bits for a bit. Especially if you don't want to get out there. That's all right. I'm trying to think what's on my to-do list today is I need to do a TikTok live and a tilt. But I think later on what I'm going to do is probably do like about a 2 or 3 hour tilt live. And smash that out. But yeah, okay. I've got to get back home.
Oh, we've organised a bit now, so we can do some 2 kilogram bundles where they might be rags and reworks, there might be bootleg, and there might be some size ordered ones.
What size ordered?
We've got some 2 kilogram ones of like full outfit kind of things, or we've got lots of 1 kilogram of bundles of sizes. And we've got lots of just individual as well.
Top woman, she's on the blooming Bobby Ball on the beat, mate. Right, well, I need to go about my...
You can actually get me peppermint tea.
You want peppermint tea? Yeah, I need to go to the toilet anyway, so I'm going to be about that, and then we'll get out of this AC/DC concert, whatever's going on. But yeah, I hope you lot are having good days, and don't forget, if you like this content, seeing the day in the life of a reseller and all this, just tickle something down there, or caress something over there. You know how it makes sense, Rodney. Okay, so this is my only way to do this clip. But I wanted to just say this, right? People don't care about your product as much as you care about your product. People care about you if that's what you're trying to do. And I'm talking about like personal brand building. I'm talking about the fact that when people do faceless branding, I totally get it, but when you understand people don't really give a shit about what you're selling, then it just sort of like, this shot is terrible like this, I'm so sorry. I'm gonna have to just hold it for a second. People don't care about your product, they care about you. That's all I wanted to say. Goodbye. Right, okay, you join me a little bit later in the day. It's about just before 12 o'clock. And I've got something going on at the house at the moment. But I know that one of the last shots was me probably talking about the power of like you, the power of you and it not being your product. And I do want to touch on about that because I know a lot of people are probably wondering like, you know, I decided to put my face to the brand. Why did I do that? Why did I think that was important? And, you know, maybe you want to know more about that. But if you want to know more about that, comment down below and I'll make a video more about that. But yeah, I'm going to go into work, do 2 lots of live. So we're going to do one for TikTok for about 45 minutes because I've not done one in a while. And I told you, it's like, every time you go live, it's like shaking all the audience up in a bag, and not in a bad way, like throttling them about, but like getting them back into the right places. And then after that, I'm going to do a tilt live for probably around about at least 2 hours, I think, because I haven't done one for a few days. So yeah. Also, I just had one of them flipping thoughts. Why am I not getting Premiere Pro on this computer? Because I already pay for it. It's going to be on here. I'm going to be able to edit on the go. At that moment where I was just like, wait, I can do that on the laptop. And then I was like, wait, Spen, that's what you got it for. So you could be out and about doing bits and bobs. So you might see me in a coffee shop editing a YouTube video near you. You won't. It would be very niche. And I'm burping. How nice. Anyway, let's get to work. Right, so it's day 2 to see if we can get this parcel sent off today. I'll be honest with you, half the time, it's never a good day with the impost. But let's just see if I can do this one-handed. Oh, this is solid doing it like this. Hang on. Always try and do things that are just hard to do. But don't know if it's gonna work. It's not flipping scanning it. Come on. Okay, sound. So this is always that moment where I'm like, okay, is this gonna work? Is this gonna create simplicity? Or am I end up gonna be just like going back to work to print off another label? Like, I use a thermal printer, by the way. And it does the job, but clearly not, because it's not sending. Let's have a look if it recognises this. Probably put something in wrong. Hopefully didn't. We don't recognise it. Oh, pang! Right. 1 sec, I thought I stopped it. Okay, we finally got there. And we got it in a big one, which is better look. Make sure that it's off the screen. Yeah, this is one of the ones to do. And I've actually had quite a few Depop orders, and I say a few. I've just had a couple since we last spoke, so I'll show you them as well. Remember, not uploaded anything since the Jumble Trail, and I've pretty consistently been getting 1 sale a day on Depop. Just to make note of. I don't know why, but I'm really keen to just keep getting shots in the car. Every time I watch them as well, they look funny because you see either my knee or the gear stick. But I've just dropped off that parcel and I'm on my way into work now. So what the plan is for today is it's actually to do quite a bit of streaming, because I've not took my finger off the pulse of it, but I've just, like with business, things change with priorities like very continuously. 1 week it's heavy on live streams, the next week it's heavy on bundles, the next week it's heavy on like a kilo preparation, or the next week it's making content in a charity shop. You know, it's like every day is different, every week is a different outcome and requires a different input. And today's input is going to be getting the parcels that I wanted to get sent off, which is only about 4 or 5, and, you know, locking in probably the best part of 3 hours on a stream. So 1 hour on TikTok, 2 hours on Tilt. And yeah, I want to start going into the live stream things a bit more. I want to know what more people want to know about them as well. But yeah, I'm pretty much just going to get to work, have a chat with Marge, do a few shots there, and then we're just going to get cooking it off. It's actually boiling as well. How's it boiling? You know when you're not rushing about for a minute, you just get like super warm. That's what I feel like right now. Super warm! But yeah, anyway, enough of that. Get to work, start getting it cooking off. Okay, so I've got to work now, and this is something just to take a note of, because this is one thing that's really nice about like the space in Gully, is we have trees like this, such a beautiful one here, and it just shows the season unleashing. All the leaves build up. I actually like leaves being built up, but I know it's not super convenient. But either way, we are back at the HQ to see what she's doing, and we've got her over here listening to Summit, so I won't leave it on too long. So we have Marjorie, the Queen, inside. How's it going?
Good.
Yeah, that's a nice Levi's, isn't it?
Yeah,
finding some good bits.
You tell me.
Jeez, go on then, Ralph. Wreck it, Ralph. Damn, son, where'd you find this? So yeah, here with Marge, she's doing this. Oh my lordy lord, who's this one? This one is, yo, we got that Off-White live. We got the Off-White live. Anyway, yes, this is going on. So I'm about to go and do a live now, and we'll just be setting up the camera. So I'm going to do, like I said, about an hour on TikTok live and then about 2 hours on Tilt. But over the time, I will show you a little bit more about the live streaming. I'm going to make more content about it. I know I've spoke about Vinted a lot and stuff, but the reality is, guys, is when I talk about Vinted, YouTube likes it. Live streaming isn't as popular yet, and Vinted is. But that doesn't mean to say that I won't shout about it. It just means that I'm being a tactician.
You need to make it popular by shouting about it.
True. So yeah, I'm going to go live now anyway. Bye. Right, so the time is just gone 1:15, and I'm just doing a live with Marge right now. I'll be honest with you, like, sometimes the lives, especially on TikTok, they feel a little bit more volatile. Like, obviously when we're on Tilt, we're there to sell. And for those that don't know, Tilt is a £1 no reserve auction-based platform that allows you to basically sell items like this rail that I'll probably clear out most of it today in a couple hour period. TikTok has a bit more of a volatility to it, and I think it maybe is just harnessed and homed around the fact that people have other options to consume and they see all the bits and bobs. Without going into too much, guys, remember to take what you see on the internet with a pinch of salt. If you want to know more information from anybody who you want to get more validation from, just speak to the horse's mouth, speak to the people directly. And what I mean by that is, if you want to understand more about what these are behind or the bales, just speak to us directly, and that's where you'll get a better answer. I totally understand how the internet works, but yeah, if you want to know, get to know. What was you saying just then?
I was just going to show you all what's in each of the baskets.
Okay, I know what's in the baskets.
Yeah, but I've organised.
Well, go on then, show me then while we're on the camera now.
No,
Why not?
because I'm doing something.
I've been so thankful that you've had a
I've
minute
been
away.
thankful I'm
It's
not
so
here.
emotive. This woman's so emotional all the
You've
time.
just got a bloody camera in my face all the time when I'm trying to do some work and then asking me loads of questions.
I've asked you absolutely nothing.
That's all right.
Anyway, so what time do you go? Soon. So she goes soon. Wicked. So I'm going to get on for the live and we're going to get this one going. So guys, on the next one, you will see me probably post Tilt Live. And after the Tilt Live, I've got to send off a couple parcels and do all that stuff. But yeah, that's what we've been doing, man. We'll just be keeping it moving and grooving in a nice pattern and keeping all the energy in a good space. Remember, anybody else's energy around you is their own negative energy. It's not your negative energy. And what I mean by that, someone's giving you negative energy, just go, that's interesting, there's some negative energy. And just keep going about your life. And honestly, it feels so much nicer to just surpass it. And just like that, it's 4:20 and we have just secured 82 items sold. I'll be honest with you. I'm going to be deadly honest with you right now for a second, yeah? I was a little bit like, I don't know, it's been a few days since I've done a live stream, and I don't think that's an issue ever, but wow, you really have to be like in a good mental state of being to sort of do it for a few hours. So we started at 1:20. I did an hour on TikTok, and then we've just done 2 hours on Tilt. Did 82 auctions, sold all of these items, and sold these bundles, but didn't go too crazy. Was just sort of like, you know, going nice and slowly through it. I find sometimes that people really like seeing the clothing on. Sometimes they like to see a variety. But there's one thing that you have to take into account when doing live streams. When you're selling on a live stream platform, right, you have to work with the public. And what I mean by that is you're on a live stream. People are talking to you. People are asking questions and people are wanting to get things that hopefully you have. And you have to handle that whilst also being aware that, like, you're running a show. That's one thing that I would take into account, is that whilst you are running the show, like once you are doing it, you have to accept that there are going to be people who are going to want to know. They're going to want to know if you've got any like small, like Nike, or if you can do a bundle and stuff. But your response is in controlling your reaction. And what I mean by that is sometimes I'll be on a live stream and I'll feel great. Have my coffee, have my food, I'm charged up. And other times, I might just not be in the best state of mind. Like, I'll be totally honest with you, that's the wrong key. I'll be totally honest with you, not every day is an all smiles and an all winning situation. You know, when you're on the camera, oh, look at that. It's cool. When you're on the camera, a lot of the time, you just have to be like super mindful of how you are. You know, I find myself to be in a good state of being like 90% of the time, because I put myself into that place where I feel good, and I do feel good, you know. Come outside, hear the planes, see like a gloomy day, but I get to be outside. Whereas some people would only wish to be outside. Some people might only wish to be in somewhere that's peaceful. So you have to count your blessings. I don't mean that as like a mindful quick switch up. I just mean despite the fact of like how people might react to you on camera, despite the fact of how you might react, the underlying thing is managing and handling how you're going to do a show, but also handling how you react to those that speak. And a lot of people will sit in this sort of like state of frantic, right? You see a lot of message popping up and you're like, oh my God, this is emergency, urgency, need it now, da 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 da. But like, most people are just asking and they're probably pretty happy to wait. And that's what I've noticed about things like this is you've got to always be aware of how you feel, and that's fine. You've got to always be aware of how you feel. Where she put my... Oh, there it is. Sorry, I had a little brain fart thought then. One second. Be aware with how you feel. Make sure that you're in a good state of being. And if you're not feeling like yourself, you are better off just not doing a stream and waiting. Like, the time will always be... There will always be another time to do it, but you can't just force yourself into this space where you're like, yeah... I need to do it. Let me just find some of these items that I've sold on Depop in the meantime, and I'll show you. And then I think this is going to be it. I'm not sure what this what this vlog has been today. It's been a little bit of like an in and out sort of situation where there's been a few things going on that have not been out of my control, but things that have just been going on. These are website ones, so they're not even the things I'm looking at. I'll take you into Depop for a minute because this is where the first orders... Did I just walk over some scissors? Hang on. Why on earth are they just sat on the floor? People say don't throw scissors. In Gully, we just say don't flip and put them on a table. So let me have a little look and show and tell what we've got. I realise now that these are all at my home wardrobe. So 3 items sold on Depop. Puma, one I got for the jumbo tray for £1. I'll get £13.21. Depop isn't dead. The next one, Jameson Carter hoodie. I'll get £8.52. Owes me £2. 4X. Depop isn't dead. And then I got this shirt that's at home that cost me £2 as well. That one will give me 14 quid. Depop is not dead. I know you guys are like, why are you telling me Depop's not dead? Just to remind and reinforce this point about the platform. Like, if you go and have a look at my Depop, I'm getting sales every day, and I haven't uploaded anything for about 7 or 8 days. And it just shows that there's a good level of there's a good level of interest. It's the right people that are on there. And also, this is stuff that I've not even been selling, like... Oh, damn, this is... My jumper's also at home. I'm realising it's all in my wardrobe. Having one of them moments where I think that's just destined for me right now. You know what? I think I'm taking the sign of the day. It happened a couple of times, and do you ever have it where, like, you've got to take the sign of the day? Like, when it's just like, that's probably where you've spent up. That's where, like, yourself has been spent. And the items that I've sold, I've left at home. Which means that I'd have to go home to bring them back to send them off. And I just don't feel like that's essential to do right now just because there's already been enough gone on. It's been the first day doing a stream for a few hours, like back in the sort of flurry of it. I didn't take my finger off the pulse of live streaming, but just been creating so much other parts of content and so many other parts of the process. Like when Marge was away last week, it didn't really make sense to do loads of live streams. It was better off to actually be helping. But right now, there might just be a couple days like with like shorter videos or whatever. I'm not even saying I'm doing them every day. I'm waffling now, but I'm exhausted. And the live stream was great, but I need to go and rest. So guys, like we say, every day showing you the transparency of it. Remember, stay safe, stay sustainable, keep doing you, and I will see all you beautiful people on a screen near you probably quite soon. Not in the cinema, but just on a screen soon. So Bizzle.